Welcome back to a bad time. Welcome back to a bad time. That's what this is. This is a bad time. But like a funny bad time.
Take that, Chubb. Microphone to the face. So where are you now?
I remember dying a lot at this part.
Like, before or right now?
After.
Just Twitch.
What person's Twitch?
Jesus. Iskayu... Iskay? I don't know how to say their name. Just some chick playing RuneScape with huge knockers, and she's got...
My style is dying constantly.
There you go, playing the game badly.
Alright. Yesterday we left off on this part over here.
This guy run like he needs to take the fattest shit. I think he's gonna kill you.
Nope, fudge.
Oh, spoke too soon.
Oh, this is the part with the giant ram.
Oh yeah. Like,
Ram
see
that kept killing me.
Force vibrate.
It's not force vibrate, it's force slow.
I love you force vibrate. Look at it vibrate.
That looks like a problem.
Now you force vibrate this ram. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh! Fuck you and your horn.
That's right. F you and your horn. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Dude,
right,
this
let's
thing's a
do this.
Felix. Oh, now I remember.
Oh, the rocket part. Hold on. Oh, fudge, I forgot there was a rocket.
Damn. Team killing.
We'll take you down.
Can you deflect the rocket?
Looks on my
I think
side.
you can slow it down.
Oh.
Like that.
You're getting weak.
Jedi's are the most. Oh no! Oh no! Oh!
Ooh, fudge.
Oh yeah, that's the guy. Ooh! The combos. And this jackass. Okay, there you go. I wasn't even paying attention. You got this.
I learned yesterday. Ooh, fudge.
Is this a? Oh no! It gets all nuts in a couple of seconds. I keep on forgetting this was yesterday. Time is moving. You made it. Oh no, you fell.
I love the 10-second delay from you watching the stream.
So great.
It's great.
It's like I know it. I know what's happening by your cadence, but I still want to see it happen.
Ooh, big word over here. Cadence.
I went to college.
I am highly educated.
I am. Just because I act like a buffoon doesn't mean I am not college educated.
There we go.
I'm also a buffoon. Ah, kill him with the lasers.
With the lasers.
You know, it'd be really good if this guy had like a blaster too. Yeah, I think that'd make this game a lot more fun.
That goes. You'll never be Ishduck. You're just like your father. I'll find the vine and send it to you.
Yeah, please. Oh, fine. Oh God, how old are you?
Very old. 90.
Not you. Not you. I'm saying. There's a whole generation of children who don't know what Vine is.
I know, it's so sad. Oh, fudge.
I don't feel bad. They got TikTok there, we'll fight. Did you see his bite on you? Oh.
Won't be much of a fight.
Ooh.
You're
Is
dead.
is the robot telling you how low your health is? Is that why it's blinking red?
No. So. Fight me!
Found the Jedi. This won't end well. Just need to
Take that
focus.
corporate head
Got you.
and whatever.
Jedi, fight me.
We out here, not using it for company time. There it goes. Cyber active. I like to sleep on company time. There we go. Alright.
So I think it was because they gave me like a company issued laptop, and I've used a laptop prior, like in my past life, I should say. Not past life, but like my last computer was a piece, was a laptop, so like whatever. Die, motherfucker.
My past life.
I
Computer
don't really
engineer.
need to. Yeah, I don't really need a second monitor. Like I can survive without it.
Right.
But at my last job, I had a computer like a PC, and I had to have dual monitors because I was doing so much. So that's what I'm used to here. So,
Look at you.
like, it's very weird how that works.
What?
I can
Why?
use.
I can't push it.
I can. What's the word I'm looking for? I can use a laptop without a second monitor, but I can't use a PC without a second monitor.
I'll get you. Ow!
I get that. Because at work, we're in the same predicament. It's like we need a second monitor to get our work done. And if we have anything less than that, it's just hell to pay. So I get it. And it's probably why I'm the same way here. Oh no! True. Class conflict in America. False. 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 Oh my god. Charles. Gossip. Manifest Destiny. Phineas
Oh my
Taylor
god,
Barnum.
Manifest Destiny?
What? It's a what is this class?
It's American history.
It's history of American popular, and they are not holding back on the racial things. They're like, yeah, big racism out here, man. Big racism. I don't know, dude. You know, work.
Alright, I've got 2 skill points. Let's see.
Oh shit, I forgot. The penny presses were known for printing. Okay, whatever. Well, they changed all the answers. Okay. God dang it. Washington D.C. was built in a unique.
Second thing is, that just brings unwanted attention as well. Why? There's no reason for me to want to tell, for people to know that I am a Jedi.
The Jedi.
On top of that,
Yeah.
the Empire would be on my butt, that including Darth Vader. As someone who's trying to survive, why would I want to bring more attention to myself? So, good times.
No.
But that's just my feelings of why I would not tell anyone if I'm a Jedi or not. Unless I'm in, like, a pickle. Like, a pickle.
Wait, hold on. Pickle? What kind of pickle?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I was in a situation where, like, my only way, like, survive, basically, is via... Okay, let's do this. Did I do this wrong?
States, basically. So, I did an essay over a lady called Patricia Crosby. She came from Illinois and moved all the way down to Mississippi. And she was the one white lady who lived, she moved in an area where it was predominantly black. And for that area, she could have moved anywhere. She could have moved where white people were and could have been fine. But she moved around where black people were and said it made it her life goal to understand why there were such strong racial tensions between white people and black people. And she, over time, learned that it was just because white people were just dicks.
Yeah, I mean, I could have. If I was wondering why certain areas were safer or whatever, I could just give you that information. Because white people are mostly the problem.
Well, in her, you know, for her, she didn't come from a racist family. She came from a very pampered lifestyle from Illinois, Chicago, before, you know, black people got there. And, you know, she didn't really look at racial tensions too strongly. It wasn't on her radar. No, neither was her husband. Neither of them are racist people. They were just people who just lived in a different outlook. So when they moved to where they are, because her husband moved down there for a job in a predominantly black college, she learned that the community that she lived in with the black folk accepted her almost immediately, versus the white folk where she told white people where she lived, and they gave her the side eye. They were like, "Oh, really? You live over there with them? You must be uncouth." Poor. I'm just like that. The article touched me. I was like, wow, I'm tearing up because this shows that racism isn't you aren't born racist. No one's born racist. You're taught to be racist.
Yeah, there was never a time where I believed that you were born racist. You're born in your circumstance, right? Unfortunately. And some of that circumstance is literally like, what did my parents believe in? Because I feel like I can't believe we're talking about racism right now. But I feel like in a way almost like, even if your parents are, let's say, you know, my parents are Egyptian, right? And they came from the homeland. They weren't born and raised in America. Even outside this country, there are still flavors of racism, but they're not necessarily like the way they are here. It's like one of those things of like, oh, I tolerate you, I do whatever. But like here in America, for some reason, it's so like, oh shoot, no, this is actually not what I want to do. It's almost a way of life and a way of acceptance here, like, depending on where you live and, like...
Ooh, force vibrate.
It's not force vibrate, it's...
I'm not gonna let it go. I hope you realize this.
I need you to let it go. I feel like in other countries, yes, there's pretty racist tendencies, there's, like, whatever, right? There's still a sense of tolerance and whatever, but like not back then. I'm talking about right now there isn't. Right now it's all or nothing, which is kind of sad because it's so ugly. It's despicable, actually.
I mean, yeah, it's all or nothing when it comes to specific people. For the overarching gross of peoples in America, I wouldn't say it's overly racist. I think it's mostly those people who live in ignorance because of their own folly, versus people who actively are just like the trolls, you know, the ones who want to create incite chaos because they think it's funny.
Yeah,
we
I
have
mean,
that. Yeah, no, go on.
I was gonna say, it's unfortunate that the rest of the world, I feel like, yes, the rest of the world has, you know, Europe is a great example, pretty racist at times. But I feel like because of America's standings and how they did things, or how they're doing things now, it allowed other people from other countries just to be like, oh, well, America's doing it, why can't I do it? And that's what really kind of... I'm not saying nationalism didn't exist prior. I'm not saying, like, people weren't... There weren't these feelings before. But I feel like, and I've been saying this to a lot of my friends, that the only reason that the world is effed up the way it is right now is because America essentially allowed other people to kind of act the way they want it. They're being allowed to almost act the way they really want to, like their true colors. Which, granted, not great by any means. Nope. Oh, mother.
You're
definitely getting it.
they stopped you from taking a steroid. And they killed you.
Yeah, I was trying to take my steroid and it just like whatever. So yeah, it's just it's ugly because it's not just here, it's like everywhere. There's no place I feel like in the world anymore that's hasn't been touched by this ignorance now because people think now I have a right to be this.
All over now.
I mean, you can blame colonialism for that much, honestly. Like,
And
South
I
Africa was
am
apartheid.
blaming colonialism to an extent, but I feel like it hasn't been this bad until like recently.
Well, it's also, you know, we have the internet. Information gets around faster now than it ever has. So, of course, you know, lots more people are going to be like, yeah, well, that seems right, in the most absurd way possible. Like, I can tell you right now, like, I have a friend who's been in the Air Force for 6 years, and he moved to South Korea. He knows Korean perfectly, fluently almost, and they will not accept them at all. Like, just the older generation won't accept them, and the older generation
Well, that has to
makes
do
most-
more with like East Asians' unacceptance of foreigners, because in Japan as well, like foreigners are really looked down upon.
Well, here's the thing. He's not the only one. He has a whole group of people that he holds up with, and most of them are white or fair skinned, right? And they all have to learn Korean. They will not accept him specifically. He goes on the train. They knock him around and push him around and say things underneath their breath around him. They don't ever say anything about Kyle or Norton or any of the other guys. It's clearly just him, and I'm just like, man. You ain't safe out here if you brown or black.
Absolutely
That's
not.
that's fucked. It started off with colonialism, you know.
Yeah, because
They
our skin
made-
tone, because royalty is considered, you know, fair skin or whatever, versus us, you know, we're common folk and whatever, and that's why we're looked down upon, which is so disgusting because if you really think about it, there's always this notion, especially around the Olympics, where people are like, well, it's unfair that this person has an advantage or whatever. And the advantage they have is just they're what's the word? I don't want to say superior, but like it's basically like they have superior genetics, and because of that they have an advantage, but it's not like a kind of advantage of like, oh, they're gonna get away with it. It's just that's just how genetics work.
I don't know. That whole genetics thing is all. I think it's a little crock, mainly
Well-
because it's like, I don't know. It's just me personally. Like anybody can train and get. To
No,
a peak.
anybody can train, but at the end of the day, if you have a
That's
certain
interesting. On the right
if you have a
I
certain
guess.
affinity for something, right? You're gonna be obviously better. Like there are people who are they're just gonna be better at it than other people. And unfortunately sometimes it comes down to race, but like it's such a disgusting crap, what am I supposed to do here?
Oh, you okay? I see what you're hoofing for.
Can't get through.
I think I was supposed to go the other way and I just went this way. Anyways,
Oh,
the world
The
sucks
storm
currently.
ahead.
It never was great,
Something
but
about it crippled the Empire's equipment.
you know.
I can feel
no,
something pulling
no, it
me
never
there.
was. Like I can tell you, like right now, on my dad's side, the Mexican side, they don't accept me. The older generation doesn't, but the younger ones, they accept me because we all get along. We're all fine. But the older generation that's now dying out, there's only like 2 or 3 of them left. They never loved me. They
Alright.
never liked me.
I'll
They
do my
hated
best.
me because they're like, oh, well, who's this? Who's this black kid in our group of Mexicans, you know? Even though I'm like half it. It's like, you guys don't like me because I have darker skin. Like, screw you. But they will put the light-skinned ones up on a pedestal. We got 2 of them. They got green eyes and a light skin and blonde hair. And they
Yeah,
love
same thing
them.
in Egypt. Light skin, straight hair, whatever, way better than curly hair, dark skin, that jazz.
You know, it's
I
like
know
the
this for a
majority.
fact because there are certain people in my family who have like super curly hair, and they're kind of made
seen a storm
fun
do
of
that
in a
before.
way. Not made fun of, but like they're kind of.
Yeah, it's incredible.
this? Big win.
Just got like smacked in the face
By a rock. That's
by
not
a rock.
by Iraq. Iraq. Iran.
Yeah. So even little things like that, because of colonialism saying, well, this type of skin and hair are more acceptable, everyone around the world now sees that as a beauty when it really isn't.
It's not. It's literally just a mutation, and a bad mutation at that. It's like lighter skin's worse than the sun. The thinner hair falls out sooner. Why do you
Yeah.
think more white people go bald faster than anyone else?
And it's like a genetic
like-
thing, because I have one brother in my family who has super straight hair and he's balding pretty quickly, and the other brother, he has super duper thick curly hair, and you know, it's not, aside from stress, like, it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
I'm in the
It's
tomb. It's massive.
And the Empire?
No sign of them down here.
all right. What am I
What
supposed
about
to do?
Cordova?
Probably not being the way of
Still not
that
sure what
ball.
I'm
That's
supposed
probably
to
gonna
find.
roll down in that
He's a
circle
little-
bit there.
Eccentric?
Yeah, but I don't know how to push.
Tell me about it. But he wouldn't send us here for his amusement.
Here,
Hit
this is
it.
where I'm supposed to go.
Keep an open mind.
No, you need to push
Hit
it.
it.
Oh crap.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. More things to explore. What the hell was that? Why is it shaking? Oh, it exploded. Okay.
All right. Enough of this talk, because this is kind of depressing. Can we talk about
It's only
conspiracy
depre-
theories?
It's only depressing because
It's true.
It's,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like you don't want to hear it or talk about it because you lived it.
Yeah.
I live it every single day, and it sucks. It's like one of the reasons why I can't really date around too much is because, and I've already been through this, and people keep saying I'm crazy. It's like, no, they'll choose you over me over every time because I'm just a black dude. It's like, okay, well, there you go.
Well, even in my
It's
community,
it-
it's hard to find someone because I have this theory of. Oh shoot! I have this theory of the reason why my generation of like Muslim kids or whatever, they tend to date out of their culture is because for so long they've been forced to be part of a culture / religion that they think is oppressive, which it really isn't. It's just our parents have been indoctrinated by culture and not the religion itself. So things that are like, oh, you can't do this because of religion, it's like, no, you can't do this because of culture. It's not a religion thing. And so a lot of the kids my age, or, you know, around my age group, they tend to date outside because now they're finally free to do whatever. And this goes along with, like, everything. And I'm not, like, shaming anyone for whatever. Like, everyone can do whatever they want. But I do notice that a lot of Muslim kids tend to, like, stray down a path of, like, drugs, alcohol, this, that, or whatever, just because, like, their whole life they've been told they can't do something, and now they have the freedom to do it, which, you know, to each his own. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, but it's so upsetting sometimes to see these kids act this way only because our parents, you know, our parents kind of put us in this awkward position almost, you know?
Yeah, no, that's true. Like, there's
And
the
also,
whole Muslim side.
when you make friends, let's say with, you know, Americans or, you know, people who aren't super religious or anything like that, and you kind of see how they're living their life, it's almost like, well, why can't
Freedom.
I have that?
Yeah,
Oh, let's do this, actually.
I want to see how you do this before we continue. I wanna see.
Oop.
Oh, you just had the. Okay, I see. I was wondering what you were supposed to do there. Alright.
Oop.
And you're right. Like, great example. My Egyptian friend in Germany right now.
Yeah.
You know, she hates Cairo. She hates it. And I don't blame her, because last time she went over there, it wasn't so hot. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm never going to Cairo. I don't have any family living there. They live in Alexandria, so I don't have to worry about that. But I get it.
Right,
You know,
and
especially-
I love
it's
going
like-
to Egypt to go visit my family and, like, you out. There's a lot of memories I have over there. But I will say that sometimes it gets really upsetting because it's not just... I also want to point out, it's not just kids in America, but like kids in Egypt, Turkey. Like I've gone to a lot of Muslim... I've been around a lot of Muslims in a lot of Muslim countries. It's upsetting to say, but a lot of them have been like pushed down this road almost of I don't want to do what my parents told me, or this is how I'm rebelling and stuff. And you know what? To each his own. Like I said, I'm not here to judge, but I will say it's become a lot more difficult for me to kind of find someone or date someone, just because a lot of them do things that just doesn't jive with me, you know? Just because I have a certain kind of lifestyle that I live, and I don't think I could be with someone who doesn't have a similar lifestyle, I should say.
I get it. You have a specific standard, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone needs it when it comes to that kind of thing. So.
Right. I mean, almost the way I think about it is, if I'm gonna spend a certain amount of time with somebody, why would I spend time with somebody who does something I don't like? Unless it's like one of those things where it's just like you can't be nitpicky, like, oh, he likes to sleep on one side of the bed over the other, and I have to, you know, whatever. That's like one thing, but like, if we have completely different lifestyles of he likes to party, and when he parties hard, I don't think I could do that, versus, you know, we have different interests. We have similar interests, but like also... Oh, I forgot how to kill this guy. There's a way to kill him. God, how?
Keep hitting him until he dies. You have a similar story to my friend Andrea at work. She's Catholic, right? But she married a Muslim man. And both their families at first were very, very against one another because they didn't like see eye to eye. But it wasn't until like they were getting married did everyone come together, because they were even trying to figure out how to get their whole thing together. Like oh, I'm Catholic, I'm not gonna convert to Muslim or anything. This is how I am, and he wasn't forcing her to try to become Muslim or anything. And that was a big conflict with the family. See, look at that, hitting things hard until they die is the way to go.
Yeah, I mean,
they couldn't get.
I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends who married outside the religion or did whatever, and you know, whatever. Good for you. You found love and happiness. That's just something I see for myself, and it's difficult sometimes because, you know, there are certain people, and then a lot of the guys too. I don't know what they're looking for, but sometimes it's just kind of hard because they don't know what they want, and they're just playing people along, and it's kind of upsetting because it's like, all right, like you need to be forward with your partner or whatever. You can't just, you know.
I think the problem with that, honestly, as we get older, is that oh hey look, the thing behind you. It's behind you.
There we go.
The thing to interact with. I think the problem with that is really our culture now, as young adults. I can't say that because we're all about to be in our 30s.
I'm a young adult, all right. I'm an old lady, but a young adult.
The point I'm trying to say is that we grew up in a worldview where it was our parents were trying, like you said, our parents were building us up to a specific degree. But as we got older, and you know, class systems, and not class systems, but like how like the internet rose to how it is now, we've seen the world for what it is. You know, it's an open book. We can do whatever, go wherever, and see whatever. We're no longer closed into our modern systems that we've grown to know. You know, It's like, so options are there, and we can go about and do whatever we feel. What happened was that a lot of us got greedy with those options instead of just being like, oh, I just want a girl who loves me for me. It's like, no, now I want a girl with big tits and a fat ass and who just does the dishes all day and, you know, all that stupid shit, you know? It's like a bastardized version of I Dream of Jeannie. where the guy comes home and she has a martini for him right as he walks in through the door.
Oh, oh, fuck, fuck. I died.
You, I'm not. Why'd you swing at the rock?
Ah.
There you go.
It's so windy.
It's Chicago.
No, it's underground.
It's Chicago. Oh wait, no. Chicago will be above ground, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ugh. Guess a lightsaber can't solve everything.
You're gonna be fine, yeah.
Oh my god. No, I'm not gonna be fine. I died.